Welcome to TryWrite. Today, let's dive into ArrayList and LinkedList, two commonly and dynamic data structures provided in Java collection framework. Dynamic array. In Java, arrays have fixed size, but dynamic size structures like ArrayList and LinkedList can grow or shrink at their runtime. Fast random access memory, many insertions, deletions, memory-sensitive applications are used. We use ArrayList for queue or stack implementation. We also use LinkedList for all these things. ArrayList and LinkedList. Now coming on to ArrayList and LinkedList, both are classes in Java collection framework and implement the list interface. They store other collections of elements but work differently under these hoods. They work differently as ArrayList work upon its own framework and LinkedList upon its own. ArrayList in Java. It is backed by dynamic array. It is we very well know that it's dynamic array, and we can increase or decrease the size as we go on adding the elements. Its size increases, and on removing the elements, the size decreases. So it is backed by dynamic array. It allows fast access using index. Index means index get I of 0, 0 of 1 means big O of 1, that is I get I is 0 of 1, which tells that it can be pronounced as 0 of 1, means accessing the elements of index I takes constant time regardless of how large the data structure is. It's slower for instructions, it's slower for insertions removed in, and the data removed in middle. It slows down for all those things. Performing all those actions are very much slow in it. Now coming to LinkedList in Java. Backed by doubly linked list, their doubly linked list, that is a sequence of nodes where each node contains the data string, integer. Data can be string, integer objects, a reference to the next node, and a reference to the previous node. It contains three nodes. It has a sequence of nodes which states it consists of three. Each node contains the data first, the data that is string, integer, and object, a reference to the next object, a reference to the previous node, a reference to the previous node. It is efficient for insertion and deletions at start or middle. It is efficient for insertion and deletions at start or middle. It slower for access by index get I on 1 means get O of 1, get I of 1 means get O of 1. And now coming to we will see right now, we have something, we will see to it right now. Now here we can see the differences between ArrayList and LinkedList. ArrayList are dynamic array. ArrayList, it consists of dynamic array. That means we can increase or decrease the size based upon running the program. And the LinkedList, they are doubly linked list because the data is stored and the data is stored. Data are stored because of its own reference and upcoming node reference. That is the doubly linked list. Now access that is fast in ArrayList. That is fast in ArrayList means slower in linked list, and that is slow in accessing, getting or setting a data is fast in ArrayList and is slower in linked list. Now similarly, insertion or removal, it is slows at running or middle. It slows at beginning or middle. It slows at beginning or middle in ArrayList. Now in linked list, there it is fast for the start or middle. It is start for beginning or middle. It's fast in linked list. Now memory, less overhead in ArrayList, more memory as per elements. because the pointers are also contained in that. That is why linked list contains more memory. It applies to more memories. Now, now best use case. When we frequently use the array list, it's for best use case, and if you want to frequently access some of the elements, that is best in array list. And for linked list, frequent insertion or deletions operations that are faster, so they are better in our linked list. Using array list, that is a dynamic array. We used to import it from Java util.ArrayList, Java util.ArrayList. Now public. Now we will make the class named as ArrayList demo. ArrayList here. The class is ArrayList demo, and the main. This is the main line of Java main method. And for defining the array list, we define this way: ArrayList string. ArrayList, it's of ArrayList string. In the angular braces, that is a string, and the name of the array list, fruits is equal to new dynamic angular braces, open close, and followed by the simple braces, a semicolon afterwards. This is basically the forming array list, main first line of array list program. If we have to construct array list, we have to include this line in the beginning. This shows that this contains a string. String type of array, which means that the fruits, the names of the fruits are always a string. So that's string string array list. Similarly, if we have to add a fruit, then we have constructed a fruits array, named the array list as fruits. So we will add the elements as fruits.add, array list name of array list dot add. Miss fruits.add app in double quotes, it's apple here, in double quotes banana, and in double quotes mango. Now accessing the elements, system.out.println first fruit. We will get, for accessing the element, we used to specify the memory locations. For if fruits.get, this is the method used to get the elements of the required position, and at the 0th position we will writing the, for apple, which is at the 0th position, apple, which is at the 0th position. So we will writing get 0 means it will return apple. And for removing, we have the method as fruits.remove. Fruit is the array list name, and remove is the method. In double quotes we will writing the banana. Suppose you want to remove banana, so we will writing banana here, fine. Now when we want to loop through the list, when we want to access or loop through the list, we have the different content in the loops. And for this looping this, we have to use for loop. So string fruits. If this fruit is contained in the fruits, if this fruit is contained in this fruits array list, system.out.println the fruit, yeah, first fruit, second fruit, apple, banana, and mango, like this it will be printed out. Now coming on to linked list. It is imported from java.util.linkedList. We have to import it from java.u package, java.util.linkedList. And likewise the public class, this is the name of the class, this is the main line of Java main method. And for this we will construct a linked list like this. Linked list string, if we are constructing a string linked list, we will be specifying them within the angular braces and the cities. This is the name of the this is the name of this linked list. Cities is the name of this linked list. And new linked list, we are creating a new linked list, so we will be creating new linked list, which for creating the object of this linked list, and this open close angular braces, and then followed by the simple braces. Now if you want to add elements, similarly if you want to add element to this linked list, we will be doing cities.add. If you want to add Delhi to it, cities.add within the double quotes Delhi, cities.add Mumbai, cities.add first. Add first, it is more efficient for linked list. Add first is more efficient for it will access fast. It is fast adding Kolkata. This will be adding fast element, efficient for linked list. And now accessing the elements. Similarly, if we want to get the element, we have to give the specified memory location. So we will getting a cities.get first. It will give all the elements of this get first in this method. And for removing, we will remove last. If we want to remove the give, it will get the first element, get first, and this will give the last element, remove last element. Remove, this is the last element, means Kolkata. It will be removed last because this is the last, so it will be removed. Remove last. Remove last is the method. Remove last cities dot remove last. This is the method to remove the linked list data. Now looping through the list. So for looping, we will be using for loop, for loop, for loop, for loop, string cities. If the city belongs to this city's array linked list, if this city is string city means name of the city. If the name of the city belongs to this linked list, if these cities belongs to that city's linked list, yeah. Then system.out.println and city means this city, particular city, or all the cities that are present in the cities, not particular city, all the cities. Because we are looping, so all the cities that are present, they will be went one another. Now if you want to compare a table, if you want to compare the array list and linked list, initially we know that both are dynamic array, but linked list is doubly linked list because it has the data and the connection to the previous and the next node, so that's why it is doubly linked list. Now access time is fast in array list in access time can be fast and slower in linked list. And insertion and deletion, they are slower in array list. We have read that. Yes, they are slower in the linked list in middle or start, and that is fast in middle or start in linked list. Now memory overhead. That array list, we know that array list acquires less memory, and linked list, because of a double linked list, it will acquire more memory. And but use goes frequently read operations, frequently read operations. The array list we use for frequently read operations because that's fast in array list, and frequently insert or delete operations in linked list because it is fast in linked list. We have seen that. We have seen here. This is insertion time is fast in here. Insertion time is fast in access time is fast in array list, and insertion or deletion time is slower in array list. That's why. So now coming on to the program. We'll move on to program. For our better clarifications, we'll move on to the various programs. So coming here, we will be getting a task. First task is to add, remove, and update contacts in an array list. Add, remove, and update contact in an array list. If you have to add, remove, and update contacts in array list, for this we will be going on to the program. Now there is a class, public class. This is a class. Public class contact. String name, the names are string name and their phone number. We have to add contact, and I have to add, remove, and contact in array list. So we have the names. This is the constructor having the name and phone, which will be accepting and throwing this contact list. And the name dot thinks this dot name equals name, or this dot phone equals phone. Now this dot name equals name, and this dot phone equals phone. This is the line. And now coming on to the getter and setter, because for accepting we will be using getter and setter. For setting we will be using setter, and for getting we will be using getter. For getter we will be using this string. These are string types, so we will be using public string get name. These are the commands that are very easily available on Eclipse, and we can use the get name and return name. Get name, it will get name, and the return name, that will be throwing the name. And similarly the get phone, it will get the phone number, and return phone number, it will be returning the phone number to that contact list. Now public void set name, it will be setting the name, and similarly this public void set phone, this will be setting the phone number. And we will be making this string. We'll be making the components a string. The phone number, the name, and the phone number, both are a string, because we are making a string type of contact list. That's why. And now coming on to contact app list. Coming on to contact app list. Now coming on to contact app list, we'll be importing this Java from Java util.ArrayList. We will be importing Java util ArrayList. And for this public static void main, this is the main line of Java main method, and I'm making this line, which is necessary for making an array list. Array list contact, contacts. This is the contacts is the name of the array list. New array list. We are creating an array list. So a new array list. So new array list, open, close, angular braces followed by the simple braces. And now we will be inputting through the system. So we will be taking the scanner class, which will help us in getting through the system. So we will be getting through this. For this will be help us in getting the input through the system. While until and unless your while all these are the basic methods we will be applying here: contact list, add contact, and view all contact, and update a contact, and remove contact, and exit. And for 1 2 3 4 5, while these are true, while if any of these, if our provided options belong to any of all these things, the program will run. This program will be, we will be entering this program, we will be entering this program. We have to end the choice, we have to enter the choice, and for getting the choice 1 2 3 4 5, we are taking next line. Now scanner dot next line will be getting the input, and while choice, with choice, switch choice means any of the choice if you provided, if it matches to that provided choice, it will be done executing that choice. System.out.println, enter the name, similarly phone number, and contact. Similarly phone number, name, phone number, and similarly we will be adding contact. Now it will be done here. Name and phone number both are added. Now when we want to view those contacts, if contacts is empty, it will be showing that the contact list is empty. It will, if the contact list is empty, it will, in the beginning in the show, it will show the contact list is empty. Else if contact is contain the contact, it will show the contact list. For that we have to loop. For that we have to apply the looping condition. Through this looping condition we will loop from 1 to end, starting to end. It will be giving us all the required values. After that the break command will follow, and it will come out of this program. After that we have to update. If you have to update, we'll be using this statement for entering that. We have to update this, and then we int update index, updating the scanner dot next int. If scanner dot next int, it will be providing the next update index. It will be providing the positions for the update, position for the update. If update index equals greater than 0, if update, because starting point is always 0, and the ending point will give the length of the total length. If update, if greater than 0, and update index less than the contact size. See contact size, total size. Contact size. It will give the total size of that array list. And for that, for that you have to enter the name, enter the phone number. You have to enter the phone number if that contact index, if that contact index is between the provided range. If that contact list index is between the provided range, it will ask you to enter the name and the phone number, and new phone. And for that, replacing that earlier there is a contact. For replacing that contact, you have the new phone number which you will be getting through the scanner class. And now select contact update. Now to contact which is updated. Now a contact which has to be updated, the contact, this number which you are entering, that will update the contact, and contacts.get update index. And now contact.get update index, that contact index that you have provided, that will be updated by this new one. Now contact update dot set name, and contact to update dot set name, phone number. First it will set the name, then phone number. Else it will show invalid contact. Similarly, we will be doing the removing part. For that we will be using that remove index of, if the remove index, if that will also lie from the initial starting point to the contact size, to the total contact size, if that will be in the contact size, contacts.remove is a method that will remove or delete the required index or data that is present there. So contact remove, it will show us that contact is removed. Remove index that is at that point whatever the thing is present, that will be removed out. And for that and after that it will show us the statement contact is removed. and for else invalid contact number. In else it will show that it is else if you provided the wrong number which is wrong number which is not matching, so it will show an invalid contact number. And we have the exit. For that we will to coming out of this list, coming out of this array list, for coming out of this contact list, we will be moving on to the next method as scanner.close. No, we will be moving on to exit. For system it will printing a statement goodbye, and scanner we will closing. We are getting the input, updating everything to the input, or moving through all those lists. We are using scanner class. Now we will be closing this scanner class. Now we will be closing the scanner class. And finally there is a default, because it will be always running, so we have to print default also, because we have printed here. We have entered here through the switches. So switch 1 2 3 4. If it doesn't, any of the option doesn't matches, it will directly come to switch default. It will directly come to switch will directly come to default. That invalid input, if the input is not correct, it will show us the invalid input. And when we run this program, we have the contact list menu. Yeah, coming on the console, we can see the contact list menu: add contact, remove view all contact, update contact, and remove contact, and exit contact. Similarly, all these ways are done here, and we have to choose the option from 1 to 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Only these 5 options are there. Now we have completed this task. Now let's move on to the next task: to-do list manager. That is, manage daily tasks using linked list. You perform daily tasks. You perform different of your daily tasks. Now to perform your different of the daily tasks, we have to use that linked list. Daily tasks, we have already created the file. Yeah, coming on to this class, task class. We have the descriptions. It will show us that what we do at particular time and is complete. And if you have done that, if that work is completed, it will be showing true or false. For that we are using boolean as the string type. Boolean as the data type. Here we are using string for the description, and for the true or false command we are using is complete and is boolean data type. Task, we are taking the task to string description. We are taking this task to string description. Now this task will be constructor. We are making constructor. This constructor will assign the values. Task dot description equals description. This will assign the description, and task dot is completed. This is completed. Then this dot is completed. It will show is false. Is completed is false. In the beginning it's false. After completion it will be true. In the beginning we are assigning it as false. Void mark completed is completed true. Yeah, see, we in the beginning it's false. After assigning our task or doing our task, it will becoming true. Now it will again override a condition. It will override string to string. It will convert public string to string. Everything in the string. Everything that you will input, that will be converted to string. That will convert it into having different indexes and values. Return is completed. If this is a shortcut way of writing for loop. If else value. If suppose if the required condition is completed. If the required condition this will show if question mark will show if required condition is completed means required condition is required condition. If required condition is completed, then it will show this sign. Else this will be showing else part. Else this condition plus description. Now when we coming to the task manager list, coming up to the task manager list, to public class to-do list manager. Yeah, here we are using linked list. So linked list we retain the form linked list. In the angular braces, it is the task. We are performing the task class. We are performing the task class, the name of the class, and the task list. That is the name. This is the task class. Yeah, and task list. Now we will providing the array list is named as task list. Now new list, we are creating the new list. So it will be providing us. We have to provide with new list angular open close up angular braces followed by simple braces. And we will be taking the inputs to the scanner class. Now if here also we will be providing the choice. We will be doing it with do or while conditions, like do, because this will run at we need to require all these things to be run at least at one times. So So we will be doing it with the help of do while condition, do while loop. Now for do while, it will ask on the show menu. This is the method, show menu method. Choice equals scanner dot next. We have to enter the choice here, and the choice variable. We have to enter the choice scanner dot next line because it's of integer kind only, and we will be adding the choices. If we will be moving to switch between the choices, if we will moving for switching between these choices, so switching between these choices, choice for switching between these choice. If case 1 add task, case 2 remove task, case 3 view task, and case 4 mark task completed. Now 5 is a simple, it will be exiting, and default it will be showing invalid in option or try again. Yeah, and at the end we have to do it with, we have to end the while loop. If choice is not equal to 5, it will be just throwing an output that this choice or default, there will be a default condition shown here. For different tasks, for this is the menu, start menu, which you are giving the start menu, which you are giving in the morning beginning as show menu, this menu. If we have to write the function for this menu, we have to write this. This is the only this is the defining of this method. This is the defining of this method. This is the defining of the method, pre-hand defining. And now we have to write the different things that the basic things that this we have to enter the choices, what for what and what for what we have to enter. Yeah, it will be represented everywhere on the console only, in the beginning only. Now we have the add task. We have the add task here. Add task here. We have the add task now. Add task choice 1 add task choice 1 add task. Now what will the add task method do? This will print initial line as enter task description. We have to enter the description, string dot desk description, string desk equals scanner dot next line. We have to enter a string description for that. For that we are using this command. And now new task list dot add. If you have to add task, we will be adding new task description, new description to add. We will be adding in the form add task list dot add new task description and its description, and it will be added here. Similarly for removing we have to call that for remove task. For removing we have to call that remove task. For this method, what will be this method doing? View task. First we will bring the task, whatever that task is there provided in the beginning, and if that index in the index means that the position of the task, if the position of task lies between this end, beginning to end means size, checklist dot size, total size. From beginning to end total size, if that index belongs to this size, that will task list dot, it will remove that index from this task list. From this task list it will remove that index. Yeah, very clearly shown here. And and after removing it will be showing a message that a task removed. Else if it is invalid input, it will show invalid task manager. Now for viewing the task, similarly for viewing the task, that is also a method there. And for in this method will be if the task is empty, it will be showing that no task found. And else if the task is not empty, if it is not empty, you have to enter your own task, and for that we will be looking through the condition and task is not size from zero to the total size task list dot size. This is the method for giving the total size, task list dot size, and I plus plus from beginning to end. I plus one means if the whatever task lies in the first position, that will be the first task, that will be the first task. For that we are writing I plus 1, because in this list also, in this dynamic list, all the values start from zero only. That's why this task list dot I plus 1, we are doing I plus 1, and this task list dot get I, that will be providing us with a task at the required position. Similarly for mark task completed, if the task is completed, view task, you will have to view the task. And if the task, if that index belongs to the size, then the task list dot get index, whatever the task is, if the index belongs to this size, if the index belongs to the 0 to this size list, task list size, then task list size or get index dot mark list, it will be helping us to know if it is completed or not completed, because we have seen that it was in the beginning it was false, and after completing it was showing us true. The task list is completed, it will be showing us yes, that's true. Yeah, task marked as completed, true means it's completed, task marked as completed, and invalid task mark list. And for that, finally when we're doing the main Java main method, where we will be initializing the task list manager dot start, it will start this list for the where we will be starting the string list array where we will be starting this array. New to do list manager, we will calling that to start, and this will be starting the array list linked list. For new to do list dot start, this method will start up the task list array list task array linked list. Now when we run this program, we are very well easily can see the output on the console. To do list, add task list, we have to add task list or remove task list or view all task list. Suppose we want to view all task list, we will be entering here 3, we have to enter here 3, we'll be entering if you want to view all task list. Task list 3, we have enter a choice. Suppose if you have to enter a choice, what you will enter? Suppose I entered 1. Enter choice, enter task list. We are adding a task list, and now we have to entering a choice. We have entered the third point. We were viewing all the tasks. Enter task list. First we have to enter all the task list, then only we can view all the tasks. Task list. So by task list, we have entered first task list, guys, 1, and that we have to write. Suppose you want to talk, enter. Exit. Now it's asking for it is completed. We have entered the task, we have entered the task, and that was completed. After that we have entered. Now we have to enter the second choice. Your task, we have entered talk, first is the task, and now we want to remove. Talk is the first task which we entered. Now task, now enter task, enter to remove. If you want to remove that, we can enter. Similarly, we can enter that first task. We want to remove first task. Suppose we want to remove this one. So it's very much completely removed also. So all these things are very much easily available to us. So it's on completed, and we will meet in the next class. Now thanks. We will meet in the next class.